In the vast arid lands that lay between Hastinapura and the distant Sibhilla territories, there existed a treacherous passage known as Panchaghiri. This dry, mountainous region was infamous for its bandits, a ruthless group that preyed upon traders and their caravans. Tales of these marauders spread far and wide among merchants, warning them to be cautious when traversing the perilous route. The bandits, known for their daring and coordinated attacks, had made Panchaghiri a place of dread and unavoidable risk. In the markets of Hastinapura, the traders spoke of the bandits' meticulous strategy. As the caravans moved in a line, the bandits would strike without warning. A group of 6 to 10 armed riders, wielding swords and bows, would appear on horseback, flanking the convoy on both sides. The sight of these armed men was enough to instill fear in the unarmed traders, who could do little but watch helplessly. Behind the riders followed the robbers' own carts. As the first group maintained pressure and intimidation, another set of bandits, 10 or more, would leap from their moving carts onto the traders' wagons. With practiced precision, they would transfer goods to their own carts, even as both caravans moved. Once the theft was complete, the bandits would vanish into the rugged terrain, leaving the traders with empty hands and heavy losses. For many merchants, avoiding Panchaghiri was impractical, as it was the most direct route to Hastinapura, but crossing it often meant facing devastating losses. Despite the traders bringing the matter to the attention of the kings, the issue of banditry in Panchaghiri was largely dismissed. The region, located on the borders of multiple kingdoms, was an arid and desolate land that held little strategic or economic value, leading the rulers to overlook its plight. The local youth in Hastinapura, aware of the traders' plight, guided them toward an unconventional solution. They spoke of a mysterious individual, a daring and skilled archer, known for undertaking dangerous tasks. The traders, desperate for relief, sought out this enigmatic figure. The youth assured the traders that this man's skills and courage were unmatched, and he could bring the bandits to justice. The caravan cautiously entered Panchaghiri, the traders tense and alert, their eyes scanning the rugged terrain for any sign of trouble. The eerie silence of the dry, mountainous passage did little to ease their fears. The wheels of the carts creaked against the rocky path, a sound that seemed to echo ominously. Then, as if summoned by their dread, the bandits appeared. From both sides, armed horsemen emerged, flanking the convoy. Their swords glinted menacingly under the sun, and their bows were drawn, ready to strike. The traders, unarmed and vulnerable, could do nothing but hold their breath and hope for mercy. As the first group of bandits created a perimeter, the second group, riding on their own carts, advanced. With practiced ease, they leapt onto the traders' wagons and began transferring goods to their own. The traders watched helplessly, their despair deepening with each stolen item. As the bandits were busy transferring goods from the traders' wagons, a series of arrows shot out from seemingly nowhere. The arrows struck with precision, knocking several bandits off the wagons and scattering their loot. The remaining bandits froze in shock, their eyes darting around to locate the unseen attacker. Their confusion mounted as more arrows rained down, disarming them and breaking their ranks. Then, all at once, their eyes turned toward one of the wagons. From within the stacks of goods, a figure emerged, with bow in hand, exuding an aura of command and confidence. Karna ascended gracefully from the concealed depths of the goods, emerging with an air of quiet resolve and latent ferocity. Without wasting a moment, Karna leapt from the wagon with the agility of a seasoned warrior. His arrows flew with unerring accuracy, striking down bandits one after another, leaving no room for retaliation. The traders could hardly believe their eyes. The man who stood before them, battling the notorious bandits with unmatched skill and courage. Karna's arrows flew with breathtaking speed and precision. His self-taught skills in archery and combat shone as he targeted the bandits with unerring accuracy. An arrow struck the leader of the horsemen, toppling him from his saddle. Another arrow pierced the wheel of one of the bandits' carts, immobilizing it and preventing an escape. Seeing their leader fall, the bandits, now enraged, began firing arrows at Karna while riding their horses alongside the moving traders' wagons. Karna vaulted onto a galloping horse with seamless precision, guiding it swiftly through the fray to secure a vantage point for targeting the bandits more effectively. The arrows, shot with precision, struck Karna but shattered upon impact, as though mere stones hitting an unyielding mountain. Born with a natural kavacha, Karna remained unscathed, standing resolute amidst the chaos. The bandits, witnessing this unnatural event, were gripped with a mix of fear and disbelief. The sight of their arrows breaking against Karna's impenetrable form left them in a dilemma. Should they retreat to save themselves, or summon the courage to continue the fight against this seemingly invincible warrior? But Karna, using the terrain to his advantage, he maneuvered between the moving carts, firing arrows and engaging in close combat when necessary. As more bandits joined the fray, Karna used his speed and strength to outmatch them. His arrows kept coming, each one striking with deadly precision. When the dust settled, the traders, still atop their moving carts, looked around in astonishment, their expressions a mix of relief and awe. Despite the chaos and danger of the battle, their goods remained intact, and the bandits lay defeated along the rugged trail. Karna stood amidst the moving convoy, his bow in hand, his composure unshaken despite the intensity of the fight. For the first time in years, a goods convoy had crossed Ponchaghiri without falling victim to the infamous bandits. The traders, in their thankfulness, offered gold coins to Karna as a reward for his bravery. However, Karna refused their offer with a humble smile, stating that he did not act for material gain, but because he believed it was the right thing to do. Overwhelmed with gratitude, the traders began spreading tales of the daring warrior who had rescued them. In the intricate social fabric of the world at the time, the oral exchange of information in public gatherings, casual conversations, debates, and rumors served as a pivotal medium for the dissemination of knowledge and understanding within society. Beneath this visible layer of communal chatter operated an unseen and highly effective secret network, the Vagus. Vagus agents lived unassuming lives, seamlessly blending into the fabric of society as ordinary individuals. Their identities were shrouded in mystery, often known by common names that concealed their true personas. They inhabited roles across all strata of society, from humble workers to influential figures, making them indispensable for gathering intelligence and shaping public opinion. The royal palace of Hastinapura operated with a meticulously organized administrative system, with critical departments such as fortress guard commanders, city administrators, royal performers, entertainers, horse keepers, elephant keepers, messengers, diplomats, treasurers, and many other essential roles. This vast and complex structure was officially under the management and oversight of the Grand Minister Vidura, whose wisdom and efficiency ensured the smooth functioning of the kingdom's operations. Beneath this structured and transparent hierarchy thrived the enigmatic and shadowy network of the Vagus. This covert system infiltrated every department of the palace, its agents seamlessly embedding themselves into various roles. From the fortress guard commanders to humble stable workers, Vagus were present, their true identities concealed even from one another. The brilliance of the Vagus system lay in its anonymity. No agent knew the identity of another, creating an intricate web of secrecy and deception. They operated in silence, observing and collecting intelligence from the very heart of the kingdom. Whether it was whispers exchanged in the barracks, plans discussed in the treasury, or casual remarks overheard during royal performances, the Vagus ensured that no detail escaped their notice. These informers were tasked with observing the public pulse, listening intently to the common discourse to gauge the mindset and emotions of various groups within society. They served as the kingdom's silent eyes and ears, recording the thoughts and concerns of the populace. They moved unnoticed among their peers, living double lives as ordinary workers and shadow agents. Their allegiance, however, lay not with the department heads or even with Vidura, but with the mastermind who controlled the network from the shadows. The mastermind behind this extraordinary intelligence network was a shadowy figure who meticulously orchestrated its every move and ensured its flawless operation. This enigmatic architect is none other than Karna, who paid the informers handsomely, rewarding those who provided valuable intelligence, but his identity always remained shrouded in mystery. Karna's origins were an enigma. No one knew his birthplace, his lineage, or anything about his parents or family. He was an absolute nobody, a figure who seemed to have emerged from nowhere, yet wielded immense power and influence. His anonymity was his greatest strength, allowing him to operate without detection and maintain an unparalleled grip over the network he had created. More than mere gatherers of information, Vagus agents wielded significant influence. Over time, they integrated deeply into local communities, gaining the trust of the people. This allowed them to subtly spread rumors, manipulate narratives, and guide public opinion, often steering the thoughts of the masses in favor of their masters' agendas. What began as a system devised by Karna, rooted in intelligence and strategic insight, had now fallen under the control of Shakuni, who wielded this apparatus through his influence over Karna. Shakuni's cunning transformed the Vagus network into a tool of unparalleled power, capable of altering the perception of reality itself. From shaping political landscapes to inciting unrest or pacifying dissent, the system of Vagus became a formidable weapon in the hands of the master strategist. The grand event, proposed by Shakuni to Dhritarashtra, was outlined as a long-term strategy to establish the dominance of Hastinapura and elevate the stature of its royal princes. Shakuni meticulously explained that the 100 Kuru princes would undergo exceptional training for 12 to 15 years, mastering the art of warfare and excelling in Astra-Vidya, the science of weaponry. Then, just 1 year before the grand event, the news of this grand martial display would be announced across the Bharata continent. By the time the kingdoms received the announcement, They would have only 1 year to train their warriors and prepare for the competition, while the Kuru princes would already have over a decade of rigorous practice behind them. This disparity in preparation time would ensure that the Hastinapura princes outshone their counterparts from other kingdoms, displaying unparalleled skill, valor, and dominance. The event would send a powerful message, not only of the might and superiority of Dhritarashtra's sons, but also of the unassailable position of Hastinapura as the most formidable kingdom in the land. Dhritarashtra, impressed by the brilliance of Shakuni's plan, wholeheartedly approved it. He believed it was the perfect strategy to solidify the legacy of his sons and his reign as the ruler of Hastinapura.